नमस्ते बिटिया। हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। I am Dr. Bharat Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today's topic is respiratory system, its anatomy and its physiology. The normal adult right lung weighs about 375 grams to 550 grams. Its average about 450 grams and is divided by two fissures into three lobes: the upper lobe, the middle lobe, and the lower lobe. Here we can see the lung anatomy. The respiratory system consists of trachea, lungs. The lungs is divided two lungs in the body. Right lung is divided into three lobes: right upper lobe, right middle lobe, right lower lobe, and left lung is divided into two parts: left upper lobe and left lower lobe. Here you can easily see the left pulmonary vein, the left pulmonary artery. The heart is present between the lungs, descending aorta, inferior vena cava, right pulmonary artery, right pulmonary vein, and here is the structure of alveoli where gaseous exchanges are take place. The weight of the normal adult left lung is 325 to 450 gram, average 400 grams, and has one fissure dividing it into two lobes, the upper lobe and the lower lobe, while the middle lobe is represented by the lingula. The airways of the lungs arise from the trachea by its division into right and left main bronchi, which continues to divide and subdivide further, eventually terminating into the alveolar sacs. The right main bronchus is more vertical, so that aspirated foreign material tends to pass down to the right lung rather than to the left lung. The trachea, major bronchi, and their branching process cartilages, smooth muscle, and mucus glands in their walls, while the bronchioles have smooth muscles but lack cartilages as well as the mucus glands. Between the trachea, between the tracheal bifurcation and the smallest bronchi, about 8 divisions take place. The bronchioles so formed further undergo 3 to 4 divisions leading to the terminal bronchioles, which are less than 2 millimeter in diameter. The part of the lung tissue distal to the terminal bronchioles is called as acinus. An acinus consists of three parts. First is several, usually 3 to 5 generation respiratory bronchioles originated from a terminal bronchiole. Second is each respiratory bronchioles divided into several alveolar ducts. Third is each alveolar duct opens into many alveolar sacs, which is also known as alveoli, which are blinds end of the respiratory passages. The lung have double blood supply, oxygenated blood from the bronchial arteries and venous blood from the pulmonary arteries. And there is mixing of the blood to some extent. The bronchial vein drains the blood supply by the bronchial arteries. The lungs have abundant intercommunicating lymphatics on the surface which drain into the subpleural plexus. Hilar and tracheobronchial lymph nodes receives the lymph and drain into the thoracic duct. Histology. The bronchi and their subdivisions up to bronchioles are lined by pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelial cells, which are also known as respiratory epithelium. The mucosa of bronchi contains numerous submucosal mucus glands and neuroendocrine cells, which are bronchial counterparts of the argentafin cells of the alimentary tract. The structure of bronchioles differ from that of bronchi and its subdivisions as well as form alveoli. They are lined by a single layer of pseudostratified columnar ciliated epithelium, but no mucus cell and hence, unlike the bronchi, contain no mucus secretion on the surface. Bronchioles contain some non-ciliated clara cells which secrete protein rich in lysozymes and immunoglobulins, but unlike the alveoli, contains no surfactant. The alveolar walls are alveolar septa, are the sites of the exchange between the blood and air and have the following microscopic features. First is the capillary endothelium. Second is capillary basement membrane and some interstitial tissues. The alveolar epithelium have type 1 and type 2 pneumocytes. It also have alveolar macrophages. The pore of cone are the site of alveolar connections between the adjacent alveoli and allow the passage of bacteria and exudate. Now, functions of the respiratory system. The primary function of lungs are oxygenation of the blood and removal of the carbon dioxide. The respiratory tract is particularly exposed to infections as well as to the hazards of inhalation of pollutants from the inhaled air and cigarette smoke. There exists a natural mechanism of filtering and clearing of such pollutants through respiratory epithelium, tracheobronchial lymphatics and alveolar macrophages. Besides the lungs are the only other organ after heart through which all the blood of the body passes during circulation. Lungs and heart are only two organs by which all of the blood passes during circulation. Therefore, cardiovascular diseases have serious effect on the lung and conversely diseases of the lungs which interfere with pulmonary blood flow have significant effect on the heart and systemic circulation. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you all enjoyed this session. If you have any query, please mention it in comment box. Thank you.